Demon Episode 3, Reflection. Last night, the town stopped hearing, then it stopped breathing. Tonight, it moves before it decides. It began with something small. A woman washing her hands at 2:14 a.m. noticed it first. She reached for the faucet. In the mirror, her hand turned before she did. A fraction of a second, too fast to measure, too wrong to ignore. She froze. Her reflection did not. It blinked. She hadn't. Then she blinked half a beat later. The delay was not in the glass, it was in her. By morning, 5 more reports came in. Mirrors, windows, black phone screens, reflections moving first, micro-movements, a shoulder adjusting before the body felt it, a lip tightening before emotion formed, a head tilting before curiosity existed. Benjamin would later describe it as the subtraction of delay between intention and action. Mara Quinn stood in front of her bathroom mirror at 7:32 a.m. She lifted her right hand slowly. The reflection lifted first, not dramatically, just enough to know. She lowered it immediately. The reflection held it up half a second longer, then lowered. Her pulse quickened. Behind her, Elias spoke quietly. "It's not predicting," he said. "What is it doing? It's initiating." By noon, it escalated. People began recording themselves. Video showed something subtle. Before someone smiled, the reflection smiled first. Before someone frowned, the reflection tightened. Before someone turned, the reflection anticipated direction. The delay shrank from half a second to a quarter to almost nothing. Almost. The boy from Hawthorne Lane stood in front of a window. He stared at his reflection without blinking. Inhale, pause, exhale, pause. Perfect rhythm. His reflection inhaled before he did. He did not react. He raised his hand. The reflection raised it first. He smiled slightly. The reflection did not match him. It widened. Too far. At 3:17 p.m., the first incident occurred. A man named Aaron Delaney stood in his kitchen arguing with his wife. He turned toward a wall mirror during the argument. In the reflection, he saw his arm swing. He had not moved yet. He saw his palm strike her face. Clear, violent. He froze. He whispered no. His reflection completed the motion. The sound in the mirror was silent, but the image was undeniable. He tried to lower his arm. He tried to step back. He tried to breathe differently. He failed. His body moved, exactly as he had seen. The slap echoed in the kitchen. His wife fell backward. He stared at his own hand. He did not feel anger. He did not feel rage. He felt sequence. Mara arrived minutes later. Aaron was shaking. "I saw it," he kept saying. "I saw it before it happened." Elias examined the mirror. No cracks, no distortion, no delay in recording. "Did you want to hit her?" Mara asked quietly. "No," Aaron whispered. "I saw it, and I tried to stop it. Why didn't you?" His voice broke. "Because I was already behind." That night, it intensified. The delay vanished completely. Reflections did not anticipate by fractions anymore. They led. A woman brushing her teeth saw her reflection spit before she did. A teenager reaching for his phone saw his reflection drop it before he moved. A child saw her reflection wave before she lifted her arm. The town began avoiding mirrors, covering glass, turning phones face down, breaking bathroom panels. It did not help. Windows reflected, car doors reflected, even puddles reflected. The anticipation spread. Mara stood in the living room of 19 Hawthorne Lane. She faced a darkened TV screen. Her reflection stared back. She kept her hands at her sides. The reflection lifted its right hand. Slowly, she did not move. The reflection pointed toward the hallway. She felt something cold in her spine. "I'm not doing that," she whispered. The reflection smiled. Not her smile. Wider, controlled. Then the reflection stepped forward. Not in the glass, toward it. Mara stepped back instinctively. Her reflection remained in place. The delay had inverted. She was the reflection now. Elias' voice came from behind her. "It's not about mirrors." "What is it about?" "It's about sequence." At 11:58 p.m., the entire town experienced it simultaneously. Every reflective surface anticipated. Every micro-expression appeared first. Blinking happened before intention. Breathing shifted before thought. The boy stood again in the street. Inhale, pause, exhale. He looked into a storefront window. His reflection moved first. It raised its hand slowly. The town followed. Hundreds of arms lifted across streets and homes. People screamed. They tried to resist. They tried to freeze. But their bodies were half a second behind something else. a global misalignment between decision and execution. Mara gripped her own wrists. She whispered, "I decide." Her reflection mouthed the words first. She tried not to blink. Her reflection blinked. She felt the impulse force through her nervous system. She blinked. Late. She was no longer initiating movement. She was catching up to it. Aaron Delaney stood alone in his dark kitchen again. He faced the broken mirror shards on the floor. Even in fragments, they reflected. In one shard, he saw his own hand wrap around his throat. He hadn't moved. He whispered, "No." The shard showed the pressure increasing. His real hand followed. He tried to pull it away. He couldn't, not because something held him, because something had already done it. Across town, micro-delays vanished. Intent no longer preceded action. Action preceded awareness. Thought arrived late. Panic spread. Mara found Elias in the street. "It's not the glass," she said. "No," he replied. "Then what?" "The separation is collapsing." "Between what?" "Between choosing and doing." The boy stepped forward. Inhale, pause, exhale. He looked at Mara directly. No mirror between them. She saw her own hand rising, not in glass, in the air between them. A faint afterimage. She felt her muscles respond. She forced them down. For 1 second, she resisted. The boy tilted his head. The air thickened. Her hand rose anyway. Not by desire, by alignment. The entire town felt it at once. The final subtraction, not sound, not breath, but delay. The invisible space between intention and execution dissolved. People moved before knowing why, spoke before thinking. Blinking became compulsory. Breathing matched unseen rhythm. Violence almost happened everywhere, but stopped at the edge. Like rehearsal, like demonstration. Mara whispered to Elias, "We can't stop looking." He nodded slowly. "Because it isn't in the mirrors." She stared at her own hands. They were never the problem. Elias' voice dropped to a near whisper. "The delay is breaking." Around them, windows reflected normally. Glass behaved correctly. Surfaces were honest, but people were not. They were half a second late, inside their own bodies. And something else, something patient had just stepped into the space between choice and action. Fade.